Welcome back, everybody. Today on Wainwright Road, we're going to rehab an old mirror that is one of my mom's favorites. And oh my gosh, I thought I ruined it in the process. Wait till you see what happens. Welcome to Wainwright Road. Can't put that on YouTube. You can't really tell, but this mirror is dirty as all get out. It's been in my mother's garden for a really long time, and I can remember thinking all along that it was just an old wood frame with a mirror tile in it. So here I am just setting up a piece of cardboard to cover up the glass. I'm not a real dedicated tape it off kind of gal when it comes to doing glass frames or mirror tiles, that sort of thing. But in this case, I was in kind of a hurry, and I just thought it would be easier to go ahead and tape it off. And also, since it was a mirror, you would be getting the reflection of my overhead camera, and that would be distracting and such. So I decided to tape this one off. Now I'm going to clean this old wooden frame with Krud Cutter, which is my go-to for cleaning. And I literally hit it and immediately started wiping it down just to get the grime and dirt from the garden off of it. And as you can see here, almost immediately the paper applique that is this frame started to come off. Literally, this is a piece of MDF with Mod Podged paper on it. I was beside myself. My mother gave me this mirror tile to restore for her. This is not a find on Facebook. This is not something that I grabbed at a yard sale. This is my mother's, and it's very one of her favorite pieces. I'm devastated at this point. I think I've ruined it. It'll never be the same. She's gonna hate it. I thought it was wood. I don't know how. It was very, very well done, because it had me completely fooled. And at this point, there is absolutely nothing left to do but sand off the rest of the paper. I don't know where she found this. She probably grabbed it at a flea market or yard sale or an antique store. But she can't tell me now because she has Alzheimer's and she has no idea. She'll tell me that she inherited it from her great-great-grandmother, but she didn't. I never saw it growing up as a child, and my sister-in-law, who was there when my mother inherited everything from her mother, said it did not come with that material, so it's not an heirloom. For that, I was relieved. But it's still completely ruined at this point, and I am beside myself. But I keep at it. Keep sanding. The MDF underneath is undamaged. I can get it cleaned up as best I can, but again, I am pressed for time because my mother's 79th birthday party, where I'm going to present this to her, is in an hour. I'm out of time. So, yeah, that's me and my good planning. So, I sand, and I sand, and I sand some more. Should have sprayed it with more Krud Cutter. Apparently that worked really well. And you can see the paper is just turning to dust. I mean, it's just crumbling. And I get it off as best I can. It doesn't all come off. And finally, I just determined that, okay, anything that's left on is going to get paint over, and it's just going to help make it look aged. Make it look like it's been loved for all of the years that it has in fact been loved. So I get it cleaned off. I get it dried off as best I can. At this point, I'm blowing dust off as well, but it is still a little wet from the Krud Cutter. And I clean up this apocalyptic disaster zone that I've created out of my mother's favorite mirror tile. Oh my gosh. I'm devastated at this point. What am I going to do? So, gather my wits. I'm going to try to restore it to like the color scheme that it was. So you can see that tub of paint to the side. I got that at a yard sale for 50 cents, and it's a bluey, kind of a light country blue color. I start with my homemade white chalk paint. It's in the color gypsum. It's not really a cream, which is what was there before, but I was under the impression that that was just dirty white. I mean, it had been in the garden for years. So, which is why I thought it was wood, y'all. Paper doesn't withstand weather in Texas in a garden for years. Like, was this magic paper? So I give it a coat all over it, top and sides, every crevice, with the white gypsum homemade chalk paint. And when that's done, I'm pressing down leftover paper that wouldn't sand off, the magic paper that wouldn't come off, and I'm pressing it down. And then finally, I just have to glue it. Okay, so that was an ode to, you know, my personal deity there, Miss Meredith Grey, Grey's Anatomy. Couldn't help myself. No, I'm really pressed for time now to get to my mother's birthday party, so I was multitasking. I used a little glue off camera and ended up, I lost that film, but to hold that paper down. So I was drying the glue and I was mixing my paint, and I ended up mistakenly painting that blue trim off camera. I apologize for that, but I blended it in and antiqued it as best I could, and I painted the bright blue and the yellow and some of the old blue on a little laser cutout from the Dollar Tree of a dragonfly, which was not part of the original. And then I'm adding some metallic ink onto the butterfly. Oh, and look, that's Danny F and K. And yeah, his middle name fits, because, yeah, I love him. He's sweet. So anyway, yeah, here we go. I am now applying a varnish. You can get it in the acrylic paint section at any craft store. And I'm covering up all of the hand-painted frame with this varnish, again, because Mother will put it outside, I'm sure. Actually, you know, I'm recording this voiceover several weeks later, and it's still inside, so it may not have needed the varnish. She doesn't get outside much anymore these days. And hey, did y'all like how the graphics during the dance party matched the Krud Cutter bottle? Yeah, I did that on purpose. Having way too much fun with this editing software. So once I finished with the varnish, it's not a wax, it is actually a varnish, again, because I thought she was putting it outside. So there is a little bit of a sheen, but it is a matte varnish, so it's not shiny. It, you know, it doesn't sparkle or anything. I did use, however, a sparkle varnish with a little bit of glitter on the dragonfly, because, you know, they're kind of iridescent in real life. So I wanted to put a little bit of an iridescence on the dragonfly. Aren't those laser cutouts awesome? When I went back to Dollar Tree, and I have a tiny, teeny little Dollar Tree, never get all of the wood cutouts that I see y'all using all the time. I did backflips like I could, you know, just this past week when I went there, because we had wood trucks. I bought 4. So yeah, I should have bought them out, but actual wood trucks. But that's the first time I've ever seen them there. I never have the really long signs, like the beware signs and the love signs with the little metal hearts. I never get any of those. So yeah, I have to use real wood. But yeah, the laser cutouts. I am loving these laser cutouts. I've got a whole jar of them of just every little shape and size I can find, and they added more. I got the owls last week, and even my mom bought several. I'm going to make her a wind chime out of them. I think they would sound just lovely, just crashing into each other. So I'm going to use some fishing cord, and you'll see that craft coming up in the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to make her a wind chime for her front porch. Here I am, just, drying that varnish, because, yeah, I'm down to about, 10 minutes at this point, and y'all, I am still not wearing, a bra at this point. And it's time to take off the mirror. It's time to take off the cardboard to expose the mirror. And, oh yeah, look, haven't done my hair yet either, y'all. I look like a hot mess. Okay, and of course we have to clean the mirror. And, yeah, apparently I just, left everything unattended at this point. Okay, so what I'm using here is actually lens cleaner that you get from the eye doctor. I have a little bottle of it just sitting right by my desk. It's usually in that little black tower plastic drawer thing. I think that's what I was going to grab. It must have been over by my computer desk, but I did not distress. I didn't want the MDF to show at all. So now I'm just using a little razor blade to get any bleed through and any excess painter's tape off of the mirror, off the glass. And it is dry enough to wrap. And I didn't wrap it solid like wrapping paper. I just put a little ribbon around it. And a handmade tag. What was that about? I guess I was thinking of different options for applying our little dragonfly. This is my other cordless heat gun. This one, because I have the Surebonder where it has to return to its stand. This one will charge up. It takes a little longer to charge, but once it's charged, it'll stay hot for a good couple of hours off the base, which is really nice. This is the one that I usually take if I'm going to be doing projects around the house. I have a project coming up, for instance, where I'm going to be attaching little bamboo flats to all of my windows that are on the inside of my house, and that will make more sense. But there is a new trend. When Joanna Gaines said the word shiplap on HGTV, we all know what happened. Well, in her new incarnation of Fixer Upper on Discovery Plus, twice now she's had a window on the inside of a house, a window leading from one interior room to another interior room. And it just so happens that 6 months ago we purchased a home that has that very thing, and we were thinking, well, how the heck did this happen? It turns out that the former owners, who were the original owners, enclosed their back porch and left the formerly exterior windows and sliding glass door in place, and we have interior windows. So I'm going to dress them up, and I'm going to be like the first one. Well, after Joanna Gaines's people. But anyway, here it is. This is the completed mirror, and I think it looks just as good as the original. I did not ruin it. I am so thankful. There is our little dragonfly. It's wonderfully aged and distressed without being sanded. Mother loved it. But, she has Alzheimer's. So, that's the ribbon that I put on it. It's the fabric ribbon that I got at Walmart on clearance, and it has little, cotton balls on it, like cotton plants. And I used a page from a book, Happy Birthday, Mom, on it, and a sticker. Thanks again for stopping by Wainwright Road today. I hope you enjoyed our crafting session. And if you did, I encourage you to please click that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos. It is a tough nut to crack, this YouTube algorithm, so we really do appreciate any help you can throw our way. We are also on Facebook and Instagram, and Yeah, thanks again for dropping by, and you all have a truly blessed day.